Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe at home. So yes, I am back with English class. Now, in the previous class, we completed the chapter Taro's Reward of Unit 3. Now, let's continue with our class. Now students, there are three pictures that you can see over here, right? There are two boys fighting, then a girl and a boy, again a girl and a boy fighting, right? So, what can you make out from this? You might have surely seen these kind of scenes somewhere or the other. Can you guess where you might have seen all this? Yes, this happens at home when siblings fight with each other, right? So the poem that you are going to study is The Quarrel. So yes, in this poem, we are going to talk about quarrel between brothers, brother and sister. It can be brother and brother. So basically, we are going to talk about quarrel between the siblings. Okay. Now, this is nothing new. In everybody's home, this happens when we were children. What do we do? Even you are doing, you must be doing it, right? That maybe for tiny things we start fighting. As you can see in the picture, they both are fighting for food, right? Then it can be for toys, it can be for any reason. Okay, the reason may be very small, but what we do, we know that small reason becomes a huge reason to fight for. Okay, so now, when we fight, it's not a serious fight like WWE that we do, right? What do? It will be a fight for few minutes, and then you may not talk with each other for an hour or half an hour. And then again, what you do, you start talking, you start playing. Yes? So these are the things that usually happen in front of our eyes and in our homes. That children do fight like this. Okay? So in this poem also, you are going to study the same thing, that you are going to study about a fight between the sibling, how they started the fight, and how did they resolve that fight. Okay, though it is not a good thing, but yes, sometimes we do it for fun also. We irritate the other person, that person gets irritated, okay, and then they start fighting, and this is how the scene starts. Okay, so in short, the quarrel over here, the meaning of quarrel is fight. And here, fight means just a small fight that happened between the siblings. It can be between brother, sister. Yes? So now, before I start the explanation of the poem, we'll first do the reading of the poem. Okay? Now, all of you, I'm sure you are sitting with the books open. The poem must be there in front of you, right? So, when I read the poem, you are all supposed to read it with me. Okay? So let's start with the reading of the poem, I quarreled with my brother. I don't know what about. One thing led to another, and somehow we fell out. The start of it was slight. The end of it was strong. He said he was right. I knew he was wrong. We hated one another. The afternoon turned black. Then suddenly my brother thumped me on the back and said, "Oh, come along. We can't go on all night." I was in the wrong. So he was in the right. So students, here we read the poem The Quarrel, written by Eleanor Farjeon. So here we read about fight, that means an argument between the sibling. Now here in the picture it is brother and sister. It can be between brother and brother also. Okay, so I hope you all also read with me the poem The Quarrel. Okay, in the next class I'll start with the explanation. It is a very short and easy poem to understand and to learn, as it beautifully represents the arguments, the silly arguments that we have with our brother or sister. So see you in the next class.